Chris Hemsworth got his start in Australia as the irresistible heartthrob in soap operas, but it didn't take him long to start appearing in some of the most expensive action films in the entire world. Known for his chiseled body, luscious hair, and satisfying accent, the actor quickly increased his fortune, and as of 2021, he has a net worth of $130 million. Being from Australia, Hemsworth loves adventure and the outdoors just as much as he loves the luxury lifestyle. That's why he spent a pretty big chunk of his fortune on a huge compound in Byron Bay, where he and his family spend most of their downtime. Chris Hemsworth and his wife Elsa found their perfect Australian home in 2016. They spent $9 million on the property, which was by all accounts already a pretty gorgeous home. But now barely anything exists of the original structure because Hemsworth spent $18 million completely rebuilding the mansion and turning it into a massive luxury estate. Construction started on the mansion in 2017 and included the installation of a 50-meter, 164 feet long rooftop infinity pool that's estimated to have cost at least $400,000. The landscaping bill alone is estimated to have been $500,000, while the formwork and concrete for the foundations cost about $2 million. There's also an enormous indoor mural created by an indigenous painter named Otis Hope Carey that's estimated to have cost the Marvel star $100,000 or more. Hemsworth's opulent fortress is expected to be worth over $30 million now, and it boasts features like a professional gym, fire pit, outdoor play areas, and changing rooms for the kids, and apparently plenty of walk-in closets. But the home is pretty private, and it's hard to get a good look inside since it's never been on the market. Even while waiting for construction to finish, the Hemsworths were in luxury nearby. They bought a well-hidden $4.3 million beachside mansion in the same neighborhood and sold it just before moving into their new home. The beast of a Byron Bay mansion might be Hemsworth's preferred place to stay, but since the actor works so much in the US, he also has a few million-dollar homes over there. The Extinction star and his brothers often buy beachside homes in the United States for crash pads whenever they're in town, and Malibu seems to be their favorite place for property, probably because it gives them those waterfront nature-loving vibes they're used to in Oz. In 2013, they bought a $4.8 million modern mansion in Malibu from Crocodile Dundee star Paul Hogan. Of course they did. The Victorian-style home was built in 1992 and has 6,382 square feet of living space, as well as 5 bedrooms and 6 bathrooms. The brothers later sold the home for $7 million and moved into another beachside mansion. This time it was a $3.4 million Malibu mansion with an impressive chef's kitchen, a state-of-the-art theater room, and a cozy outdoor seating and dining area complete with a barbecue and gorgeous views. They eventually sold this property in 2020 for $4.9 million. Chris Hemsworth can pretty much have as many million-dollar homes as he'd like anywhere in the world, but there's something else he loves to collect just as much as mansions. Guess? Cars. Yes, you were right. You were guessing it. The thing about Chris's cars is that he likes them to be able to accommodate his whole family, so you'll see a lot of SUVs in his collection. The Marvel star has a Cadillac Escalade with an estimated price of over $200,000. He also owns another Cadillac, an SRX, valued at $70,000. Another one of his favorites is his Acura MDX, which is estimated to have cost about $50,000. In 2015, Hemsworth joined the Audi team as a film ambassador, and he got to keep one of their cars as part of his payment. And now he has a sleek black Audi Q7, valued at $100,000, which is a pretty sweet job perk. But Hemsworth loves being on the water more than he loves being on the road. He's a big fan of surfing, sure, but he also loves to spend his time out at sea in a much more glamorous way. He's been spotted on tons of luxury super yachts, but it's also rumored that he owns one. It's called the Felix, and it's been spotted docked near his home in Australia. It's worth $100 million and can accommodate 12 guests in 6 cabins, plus 18 members of staff. It features a jacuzzi, gym, and theater, plus a 3-deck elevator and a golf driving range. Back in 2008, it was listed as the 64th largest motor yacht in the entire world. While Hemsworth hasn't confirmed he owns the massive boat, he's definitely been spotted using it. Chris is also a lover of fashion, and the fashion industry loves him right back. So of course we've got to have a look at some of his most expensive accessories. For one, he's been spotted in these chrome heart sunglasses, which start at a price of $1,500 each. He's also a huge fan of watches, and his collection includes an Omega Speedmaster Moon watch valued at $3,690, an IWC Pilot pilot that costs $4,990 and a few pieces from Tag Heuer, of which he is an ambassador. Some of his most expensive pieces are the Tag Heuer Monaco, valued at $4,050, and the Carrera Caliber Heuer 01 for $3,590. He even received some exclusive Tag Heuer watches for free when he appeared as a guest at the Indy 500. So he's got the cars, the accessories, the expensive homes, but what does Chris Hemsworth do for fun? Because none of that's fun. What? Well, he's a pretty big MMA fan, so back in 2017, he chartered a private jet to Vegas to watch undefeated boxing legend Floyd Mayweather take on Conor McGregor. He and his friends bought $10,000 ringside tickets to the fight, and the private jet must have cost them a small fortune as well. They used a Zeta jet, and an international round trip would have cost about $200,000, but Hemsworth and his friends probably pay the hourly rate, which is $12,000. No big deal, right? Chris Hemsworth also spends tons of money on family vacations. He took his wife on a special trip to Spain for her 43rd birthday, because 43 is a round number, which included a flight on a private jet before the couple met up with Matt Damon and friends on a $1 million yacht. It's a normal vacation. The MCU star and Matt Damon have been spotted together plenty of times before, like when they went yachting in St. Bart's on a $100 million super yacht called Plan B. This massive boat features everything from a water slide to a helicopter, and it's even rumored to belong to Brad Pitt. It's 49 meters, 161 feet long, and constructed of steel, with room for 10 guests plus 12 crew. It features plenty of relaxing lounges, jacuzzis, and places to dine. Chilling on Brad Pitt's boat isn't the only luxury that Chris Hemsworth connections get him. He's also Australia's tourism ambassador and spent his 34th birthday at an exclusive private island resort called Orpheus Island Lodge, where just a one-night stay will set you back $2,300. The island offers rock climbing, paddleboarding, access to private beaches, and plenty of opportunity to check out Australia's Great Barrier Reef. Chris and his friends got to the resort via private jet and took a helicopter tour of the island while they were there. And of course, we can't forget the cost of Hemsworth's favorite hobby, surfing. The actor has dozens of boards and wetsuits and is often spotted enjoying Australia's waves. Some of his best boards are estimated to have cost him as much as $2,000 each, and there's even a rumor floating around that he buys a new board almost weekly. If that's true, then he could spend as much as $104,000 a year just on surfboards. So how does Chris Hemsworth get himself into such a fortunate position where he can get free private island vacations, chill on his actor friend's super yachts, and charter a private jet to go just about anywhere? It's more than just his good looks, because Hemsworth has been working hard the last 10 years to go all the way from soap opera star to one of the highest paid actors in the world. Chris's career first began on Australian television. He even appeared on Dancing with the Stars Australia, where he admits he performed pretty miserably. That stint with the show nearly cost him the role of Thor, because when Kevin Feige saw it, he wasn't sure if fans would like to see a Marvel superhero performing terribly in a reality TV dance competition, or just a terrible reality show to begin with. Thankfully, his humble beginnings and misguided dancing attempts didn't cost him the role that ended up making his career. He got his Hollywood start in Star Trek, but it was really landing the part of God of Thunder in 2011 that made him a household name. He now makes more than $15 million each time he plays an MCU superhero, plus a percentage of profits. His latest MCU haul comes from his role in Avengers Endgame, which pulled in profits of about $700 million. The upcoming Thor, Love and Thunder will probably achieve some incredible box office numbers too, so there's no doubt that his profits will just keep on growing. As a result of his lucrative deal with Marvel, Hemsworth's current net worth of $130 million is a huge jump from 2012, when he was only worth $12 million. Oh, only $12 million? Chris Hemsworth always has ways to make money outside of acting. As we mentioned, the fashion industry loves him, and he's landed himself 7-figure endorsement deals with brands like Hugo Boss and Tag Heuer. The actor is also becoming more interested in his own business ventures. He recently launched a new fitness app called Center, which gives users access to his workouts, nutrition advice, fitness hacks, and tips for staying fit as a father. But while we're busy fawning over all the money Chris Hemsworth has made and the amazing things he buys with it, let's not forget all the good he does as well. In 2020, he donated $1 million to Australian wildlife relief after the devastating fires of 2019 and early 2020. He's also appeared in wildlife conservation ads alongside his wife. Hemsworth also is a part of the MCU Fantasy Football League and has appeared alongside other Marvel stars supporting various causes. The league has donated about $1.25 million to charities thanks to its celebrity partners. And that's what it's like to live like Chris Hemsworth. From yachts to surfboards and Australia to Malibu, there's no doubt the Marvel star is making the most of his wealth. Now it's your turn to weigh in. Which of his expensive purchases would you want to own? I'm sure you have an opinion. The comments are always interesting.